Oh man, we back in the building. We back in the building. We back in the building. Y'all already know what's going on here. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I don't even know what you waiting on. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody had a good morning when you watched this video. I hope you had a great morning. Because we going back to '05. Yeah, we going back. Y'all remember Young Jeezy? Remember Young Jeezy when he was back in the day screaming free Big Meech and we all in the club like this? Yeah, niggas popping champagne, niggas in the corner blowing it down. BMF songs, free Big Meech. I mean, that shit going on replay back. Yo, y'all remember that shit, man. DJs was spinning that shit back so much. Free Big Meech, free Big Meech. Damn, Meech, what the hell happened, champ? Now you got your little goddamn son over here. I mean, just talking with loose lips with no pressure. I mean, no pressure at all. This nigga he ain't in no room with no detectives or nothing. This nigga in the airport, yeah. Let me call my mom, man. Come on, I'm a famous actor. All this. Then you got the recent situation. He all cuffed up in the car, little Meech. Yeah. Y'all found that the other stuff, that the other stuff? Like, what, nigga? Like, you another one. What's wrong with y'all niggas, man? So my question to y'all, right? Is that legacy done? Is the legacy over? Do that legacy even matter no more? All the little history they did, all that little run they did, all that shit they did. But when your father allegedly, and everything I'm speaking on this video is alleged, when your father, Big Meech, get caught up in a third party, well, alleged situation with Tammy Cohen's, according to Cuffy, shout out to St. Louis, shout out to the Lou. Y'all already know the vibes. Your legacy is over. So then you got your son that's trying to pave the way. Now, peep this picture out before we start this video right quick. Your son is trying to pave the way, and all of a sudden, he screws up. Man, they got this nigga on live cameras with loose lips just talking crazy. Yeah, man, this ain't my gun. This is such and such gun. This is, can I call my mom and all this crazy shit. Like, yo, we gotta talk about this, man. That's the reason why I made this video, because Little Meech responded back a couple days ago with that little snitch allegation going on with his homie, putting him on blast. You know, remember that little video? His man put him on blast saying that he was the reason why they searched the car extra and they found the extra drugs and all this, whatever, whatever. Now his little ass talking about, yo, we made man, we good over here. This what Little Meech talking about with him and his pops. Yeah, like father, like son. Let's get to that part. I sit back and wait, like father, like son, right? Man, let's get this show started and talk about this, because these niggas is nasty, nigga. I can't stand niggas like this. I really can't. Nigga, do your time, shut up, nigga, and go on there, nigga. You know what the hell y'all was doing out here. You know what type of birds y'all was moving out here, nigga. You know what come with the consequences behind that, nigga. Like, like what, nigga? Like I said, they made this snitching shit fat, famous, and everybody's walking around and not getting touched, and now niggas not even putting hands on these snitches nowadays. Niggas will see them like, yo, what up, nigga? Niggas will say something like that, yo, what up, chick? Like, nigga done snitched the whole game down, snitched kingpins, all types of shit. This the era that we live in right now, and I don't respect it. I don't care what nobody said. I don't come from that. Never did. Never will. Never talk, and I never have. So that little shit that's going on right now, I'm getting a little heated, because it's like, yo, once upon a time I was young and I looked up to that BMF movement and all that. That shit was in front of our face. How couldn't we look up to that type of shit? And we coming from the corners, that part. So what are we talking about here? So when I think about it, I'm like, yo, this nigga really brainwashed all of us to turn around and to become a whole snitch and come home and don't and act like that shit is normal or something. Man, we gotta talk about this. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get this show started. Yo, 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 yo. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. We back in the building. Smash that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video, keep that notification bell on so you know when I'm dropping my video. Shout out to all my own subscribers, Team Smoke, Smoke Game, my members. Know what I mean, shout out to my members that got their membership. Try to get yours. Know what I mean, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man, because we got a lot to talk about. Make sure you like one up, man. Let's get this copyright out the way. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here is absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find it in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here, absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. The clips and videos I play are also owned by the original creators. So we got this going on right here. If y'all don't know what's going on, Little Meech respond to the snitching video, claims he's a made man. This is shit that got me hot today. This what got me mad because I was gonna touch on this when he did when he dropped this, but I had to touch on a couple other topics. That part. So it's never too late to touch on things like this. Pause. But anyway, this nigga want to talk about yeah, we made man over here. Then you got your grown ass father over there putting shit on, acting like he don't hear nothing. Nigga, you hear everything Cuffy telling you, nigga, that part. So, man, listen, man, these niggas got me hot today, boy. They got me hot this morning. Yeah, they got me hot this morning. You got your dad over there playing like, listen, when they do pictures like this, that mean they don't hear you. Then when you doing shit like this, that mean that stay quiet. Nigga, you can't stay quiet. How you got the audacity, nigga, to even do something like that? Oh, let me pedal back a little bit. You got the audacity to do something like that. You got the nerve to do something like that. How dare you, nigga? I mean, I could just keep going. Meeting Little Meech. When you're the main one talking with no pressure on you, nigga. No type of cases, no pressure, no detective in front of your face, no feds in front of your face, none of that. And you got the nerve to do some shit like this, nigga, you need to go home and take a nap, nigga, and get snap out of the little drugs you want allegedly. That's what the hell you need to. That's what you need to do, champ. Because I'm telling you, man, these niggas is straight up actors, man, and they really are, bro. There ain't no real niggas gonna be walking around doing shit like this, acting like this. Then you got your best friend of 30 years, 28 years, meeting Big Meech, meaning Cuffy, calling from the state penitentiary, the feds, putting the word out there like, nigga, you a whole snitch, you a rat, nigga, you work with a third party with Tammy Cohen's, nigga. And this is the best friend of 28 years that's saying this. We not talking about no 5-year friend, no 2 years, no nigga he just met in the streets, or no 28, almost 30 years. 3 decades these niggas knowing each other. And you telling me Cuffy gonna sit there and lie about some shit like this? I believe Cuffy all day, every day. Because when you look at Big Meech case, it doesn't make no sense, man. That nigga didn't get no, he gave time back, yeah, but he had to get that time back to do some third snitching party type shit. These niggas is nasty, I'm telling you, man. These niggas is nasty, man. But see, my question is to y'all, right? Can these niggas bounce back from this? All right, let's ask Little Meech. Can Big Meech bounce back from this shit? Can he come back and be like, yo, nah, I mean, this is my explanation. This is what's going on. Because y'all got to understand, we still haven't got no word from Big Meech about that third party shit. We still haven't got his side of the story. Some people gonna say, yo, he on parole or this and that and this and that. Okay, I understand that. But there's ways to explain shit, bro. There's ways to show that, like, yo, listen, man, that's my homie, whatever, know what I mean? We ain't homies no more, but that he in there bugging out because I got out my little situation. He's still in there. He ain't talking none of that shit. He ain't saying none of that, meaning Big Meech. The only thing we got from Big Meech was this. Oh, let me remind y'all right quick, since y'all want to forget. And the only thing he did this for, because the nigga tried to do a crazy promotion. The nigga, remember when he tried to do the party down with Rick Ross down in Miami and all that? And he gave us that one little interview when he sat there, stiff as hell and shit, death before dishonor. Like what, nigga? Man, let me remind y'all right quick. Let me refresh y'all mind since people want to act like Big Meech ain't do nothing wrong and the allegations that's out there is just bogus. No, it can't be bogus. You got a friend that's 20 some 8+ years and he got the paperwork and he putting shit together. You see the thing that people don't understand, the thing that people don't got that little piece of their brain they kind of missing right there, they can't comprehend right quick. It's the part that when you work with the feds, champs, ladies and gentlemen, when you work with the feds and you come to an agreement not to put your name in that paperwork, oh, they not gonna put your name in the paperwork as a third party. So that's when people that read the paperwork get confused, like, yo, hold up. I don't see Big Meech's name nowhere in there, nigga, because he a third goddamn party. Nigga, Tammy's in there. Nigga, not him, nigga. That part. That's the agreement they had. Don't put me in that paperwork. You know who I am, Big Meech. I can get killed out here, nigga. That's exactly the conversation Big Meech had with them goddamn federales, man. That's why you don't see his name in the paperwork and all this with Tammy. Because he was the third party. The agreement was not to have Big Meech's name in that paperwork. Get his name out of that paperwork. That was the deal. But this is the only response that we got from Big Meech, though, when it comes to snitching allegations that his man of 30 years from St. Louis, shout out to the Lou once again, free Cuffy, when his man came out and put him full blast out here saying that he's a third party snitch. This is his response, though, right?
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family to come out to the Amarana ring.
Look, come out to the armor, right? Look, that's the only reason why he did that. He didn't do it because of y'all people that love him. He didn't do it for the people that the fan base, whatever the hell you want to call it, because he's not a rapper. Nigga was a goddamn kingpin as that. But anyway, the people that looked up to the movement. Let me say it that way, because I was one of the youngest in that early 2000 that looked up to that movement. The reason why, like I'm gonna repeat myself, because if you came from them corners, them buildings, any type of urban sections, you from the hood, projects, uptown, and all this, whatever, nigga, you looked up to that movement if you was in that game. That was a big ass movement going on. It wasn't no hip hop movement. It was some street shit. Some shit that we never seen before. We seen that shit with the mafia back then, Italian mafia. So when we seen some black fellas, some brothers doing that, we like, oh shit, hold up. These niggas moving like this? Oh, now we gotta tighten up, champ. We gotta get our shit together, man. That part. That's the movement that we was looking at. And I was one of them niggas with my niggas looking at that type of movement at that time because we were young. So for the people that want to be like, nah, man, you know, he can't talk. Let me tell you something. Just because you're on a parole, probation, whatever the hell you want, whatever, there's ways to explain yourself. Nigga, he can have his wife, nigga, read some paperwork to us, nigga. He ain't got to say a goddamn word. I sit back and wait on that. Yeah, I pause on that. He can have his baby mom, Little Meech's mother, read the paperwork on the internet and explain the goddamn situation to make sure that her baby daddy, Big Meech, ain't all in his air with this snitching allegations. Got his goddamn image looking bad out here. He won't get violated if she do that. She could read the paperwork to the people. She could go on the podcast and get paid for it. It's all about the money, right? That's what Big Meech is all about. So Big Meech gonna be like, yo, babe, do me a favor right quick. Got a little interview set up. We're gonna have you go up there. They're gonna give you such amount of. They're gonna give us such amount of money. Read this paperwork to the people out to the world, man, so we can shut Cuffy up, man. That's all Big Meech had to do. And I sit back and wait on that. Am I lying on this? What the hell are we talking about? You telling me that's a violation of his parole because his baby mom reading paperwork to the internet with all these snitch allegations from his goddamn ex-partner coming from prisons calling out to the world saying that he's a third-party snitch? You telling me that's a violation? No, it ain't a violation because Big Meech ain't saying nothing. His baby mom is talking and trying to prove his innocent to show that he ain't a goddamn rat on a third party. Why he ain't do that? Why he ain't do it? I'm gonna sit back and wait on that. Why he ain't do it? Exactly. Man, let's get to the clip, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. The whole video based on can these niggas bounce back, man? Can Big Meech bounce back from this? Can Little Meech even bounce back from this? Can he even get a career? He might get a career in acting and all that. Because the acting world, pardon me, the acting world don't got nothing to do with the hell going on in his life, whatever. But a nigga want to act like he a street nigga for some strange goddamn reason. Nigga, you're not streets, nigga. Because no pressure, no type of pressure be on you, and you be talking like a little, you know what. Put the handcuffs, shut up, nigga, go in the back seat and don't say nothing, nigga. That's the rules. Like who raised y'all niggas, man? For real. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this goddamn video. Y'all already know the vibes, man.
Oh. Why does Lil Meech keep telling? This had been a constant topic, but it still baffles me. He folds under zero pressure whatsoever. Now you probably already seen the clip of him singing in the airport. But what if I told you he did it again inside the back of a police car? Literally everything was fine until he said this about the friend he was with.
What y'all found out? What y'all found out?
It's not illegal.
Huh?
It's not illegal.
What is it?
It's not illegal
It's not illegal what?
to have a firearm.
I'm talking about the other stuff.
Huh?
The other stuff.
Talking about the other guy?
The other stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Now his mans would take to Instagram to expose Meech, letting the world know he's facing federal time behind this. He would also leak a phone call between them with Meech barely apologizing. Do you think Meech ruined whatever reputation his dad had left?
That's the question right there to everybody that's watching this video. Y'all gotta understand. Shout out to the homie that did that. Shout out to the homie that had that last little quote on it. That was a nice question. Nice question. Did Little Meech actually ruin the little bit of reputation that his father had left? Cause you gotta remember, we got Cuffy blasting on this nigga, bombing him. I mean, they had a rough year, bro. These niggas had a rough goddamn year. Let me say it for real. Can they bounce back from this? And then his son is doing all this goofy bozo, no pressure, no type of case. I don't know what's going on, but this nigga just like to talk too goddamn much. You was the last hope, nigga. You was the last Mohican, nigga. Let me say, hey, yeah. Let me repeat myself again, nigga. You was the last hope, nigga. You was the last Mohican, nigga, under your father deodorant, under his umbrella, nigga, that saved a little bit left of reputation he had left, nigga. And you ruined that shit. You know why you ruined it? Let me explain it to you, little Meech. Because you talk too goddamn much on live camera, nigga. That's why. It's a goddamn shame, too, to be honest. Because your father already going through the little situation he's going through, ain't proving nothing, don't know when he's going to prove it, to be honest. People still sitting back waiting on like, yo, when is nigga going to explain the paperwork? When he going to explain this Cuffy shit? When he going to shut Cuffy down and say, Cuff, man, you bugging out. You just hating over there, nigga, because I'm home, nigga. When you going to explain that, champ? Meaning Big Meech. You running around here with this, oh yeah, we don't hear y'all. Nigga, we hear you, nigga. We hear Cuffy though, nigga. Oh, you want to run around here and do this in the pictures, right? Oh yeah, with your son doing this? No, nigga, we hear y'all, nigga. We hear niggas, and we hear your son doing all this. So all this right here in the picture, nigga, man, that's man, listen, man, cut that out, champ. Get your baby mom that paperwork. Go get a little $20,000 check from one of these podcasts like Vlad TV, because you know you're gonna get a nice check. And I think you waiting on it. I think you waiting, but by the time you explain yourself, people already believe Cuff. Then we got Tammy coming out. People forgot about Tammy. Y'all forgot about when Tammy supposed to be coming out too?
I agree. It's unfortunate, right?
Yeah.
It really is, but I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told.
Yeah,
And I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
that's it. That's all it is.
Y'all forgot about that? She didn't speak too much. She said, oh yeah, when it's time to be told, I'm gonna speak the truth and I'm gonna keep that shit moving. You know why? Because Tammy, she paid up. Her money up now. Her money up. Didn't you sell your name and the rights and all that to Tammy also, Big Meech? Hopefully you got that shit back. Hopefully. We don't know what's going on in the court, outside between you and Tammy. If you're trying to fight to get your brand back, whatever your name, your like, whatever to get that shit back, because you signed everything away to Tammy back in 2009. It's old video. I've been did videos about that. You sold your soul to Tammy, basically, might as well say. So is you fighting to get that shit back? Because your little son messed up the last little reputation you had. I don't know what reputation you had left, basically to explain yourself. We can't take the credit that we can't take the history that you did. You did a lot of shit out here. You made moves, whatever. You poisoned the community, whatever you want to say, whatever. I mean, you made a lot of millions in the streets, and the way you was moving and all that, can't take that away from you. You did what you did, whatever. But you could explain why your best friend of 30 years is putting you out there like this as a third party snitch, and you acting like this shit is not to be continued. You acting like this shit just faded away all of a sudden. Nah, niggas is falling back, and niggas gonna bounce right back and repeat themselves again. They probably loading up and get more information to prove that you was a third party snitch, to be honest. That's what Cuffy probably doing. That's what Fifth and Tammy probably doing. We don't know what the hell they up to be honest. But see, the thing is, man, is the legacy over? BMF shit is done. Finito. I'm pretty much sure season 4 had the most lowest rating at all BMF series. At all BMF seasons, I guarantee you that last season that just dropped, that was the lowest, that probably the lowest rating. Man, listen, because all the shit that's going on with Big Meech. Niggas don't even want to watch that shit, to be honest. I know I did, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even need to watch it for the people, oh, nah, man, you Team 50. It ain't about being Team 50. I already know the history. I don't watch the old ass documentaries. I watched so many of the BMF shit back in the days. It's ridiculous. Way before this shit hit the television on Stars. So I ain't really need to watch that shit, but I did watch the support because it was Lil Meech in the beginning. That's his son. This is before all the snitch allegation. To be honest, that's why a lot of black communities and a lot of urban communities and people was watching this shit because it was Big Meech's son, Little Meech. For the people that come from the streets, we already know the history. We already know everything. We watched the documentary, the real shit back in the days. So, Little Meech, you was the last Mohican nigga to save the little bit of reputation your father had, nigga. And you ruined that shit, to be honest. Because you talk too goddamn much. That's the problem, bro. Too much.
Oh, good man.
Hey, supercharger running guns. That's what y'all found it on him. Y'all found it.
It's not legal.
Huh?
It's not legal.
What is it?
It's not legal
It's not legal what?
to have a firearm.
I'm talking about the other stuff.
Huh?
The other stuff.
Talking about the other guy?
The other stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Crazy. Comes to find out, the dude said that they didn't even find no drugs. They only found a gun. But when Blue and me said, the cops trying to say, what you talking about? Your man over there, he good. Nah, the other stuff. The cops didn't even find the drugs in the car yet. That's why his man came out and said that. His homie. Saying that, yo, that nigga talked too much because they found the weapon, but they didn't find the drugs, though. Until Little Me said, yeah, the other stuff. They like, hold up, what other stuff? They went back and searched this shit, and that's when they found it. Allegedly. This is nasty work on these niggas, man. I don't think these niggas, man, listen, man. All these little pictures like this, nigga, and all this shit like this, nigga. Y'all niggas need to cut it the F out, get off the internet, get y'all shit together, nigga. Your son need to just stop being a street nigga because it's nasty work on them as that. Y'all remember this?
Listen, I'm a minor, sir. I have security guards. They left that in my bag, sir. Can I call my mom or somebody?
We'll do that after.
Okay.
All right, just turn around for me. Be cooperative. This is just for your safety and everybody else around you because there's guns involved. Do you have anything else on you at this point?
No, sir, I promise I don't.
Okay.
Just an actor, sir.
No, I understand.
Please.
Do you have a concealed
ruin my
weapons
life.
permit or anything like
No,
that?
I don't, sir. They left that in my bag. My little brother's he was outside waiting for me, sir. I have security guards, sir. I'm an actor.
Okay.
See how much jewelry I have on me?
That's okay if you got that. The problem is bringing it into the
I know,
checkpoint.
sir, but I would
Just have
never
a seat
do that.
for me.
My mom's a flight attendant.
Just have a seat.
It's a huge
If what you're telling me is
mistake, sir.
true, we can work things out.
Yes, please.
Okay?
I'm an actor, that's why I have a big chain. Me and 50 Cent have a TV show. Sir, this will ruin my life.
Do you have a concealed weapons permit?
No, sir, but I
Sit
never...
tight, don't say a word.
Okay.
Are they traveling with you?
No, they're in the car, but I promise you they left
Okay.
it in
Is
my
there a
bag,
number
sir.
for them? What's his name?
Please.
What's
Omar.
this? Omar? What's the other guy's name?
Mandrell, Mandrell.
And those are your security?
Yes, those are my security.
It's got more room than my car.
Sir, listen, I'm a...
How you ain't know Mentrell, your security, got a warrant or something, nigga? You spelling the name out. It's what happens to all my youngins, man. To my young niggas, to my YNs, to the young fellas out there, ladies and gentlemen, ladies too. Don't get involved in the streets if you can't handle the pressure when they stop you and you get caught up in the situation. Just don't get involved. Because I understand as a young kid, as a young adult, if you never went through that, and I'm gonna repeat this, I said this in my last video before, a video about this. I said for the kids that been through this in a young age, you know, we get stopped by the cops when we 13, 12 years old. Cops just stopping us. It's a whole bunch of us on bikes, and it be the little minor shit. Or you in the store with your little homies or a big corporate store. Cause this shit happened to me plenty of times when I was growing up. That's why when I got to the streets by 12, 13, 14, by 12, 13, I'm already in the streets. I'm already doing adult stuff, that part. A lot of people can relate to this. We talking 90s. 90s was a whole different era for the young niggas that don't know. It was no cameras. It was barely, rarely cameras outside. It was none of that technology, none of that shit, nigga. It was different. You had to survive out there in the 90s. Not saying you ain't got to survive now because it's different eras, a lot of technology, a lot of cameras, and y'all young niggas be doing what y'all doing. I don't know how, but I guess this is your area. Y'all know how to maneuver around this shit. But in the 90s, it was a jungle back then, man. I'm just sorry. And this goes to all cities. It was a jungle in all cities back in the 90s. So what I'm trying to explain here is when you get stopped by the cops at an early age, 9, 10, 11 years old, you riding bikes, the cops harassing you and your little crew, y'all young kids, you started getting immune to that shit. It's contagious now. Now it's like the lifestyle because now it's continuing to go on through your life. You 10, 11 years old getting stopped by cops over some stolen bikes or some stupid ass shit they want to say. They got y'all questioned, got y'all all by the cop car, man. Cops, who been through that? We all been through that. For the people that haven't, I'm gonna explain it to y'all. You start getting immune to this shit. So by the time you hit the streets and the corners, whatever urban cities you from, projects, whatever, by the time you reach to that, by the time you start making your little money, by 12, 13, 14 years old, you're already immune by the cops stopping you. You already know what to do when the cops stop you. You already know what to say when the cops stop you. Cause this shit been going on since you was 9, 10 years old. So for the kids that didn't go through that type of shit, I'm starting to see Little Meech never probably went through that on a consistent basis. Every time you come outside, every weekend, you getting stopped by the cops, by you and your little crew, because they accuse you or they'll assume y'all doing something bad. Am I lying? I sit back and wait on that. When you don't go through that type of lifestyle, and you start getting stopped by cops at a later age, you don't know how to react. You ain't gonna know what to say. You just gonna start talking. You're nervous. You're shaky. You don't know how. You're gonna start doing a lot of bozo shit. Is what I'm trying to say. Because you're not immune to that. You're not used to that, and that's why I see in Little Meech. Now, for the people, some people gonna say, "Nah, I smoke." I'm saying though, some people might start talking too much pot, and later on in life, because they tired of going to jail, and they start writing. That's they life. Kudos to y'all niggas. Stop going to jail and y'all want to end up being no goddamn snitch. That part. What are we talking about here? But for the young niggas that start off young and then you become famous the way you are like Little Meech, and then you got a father that got a big reputation, and you didn't come from that lifestyle that your father come from. You came from a little better lifestyle. You rarely got stopped by cops. This was gonna happen. You're gonna talk too much. You're gonna speak too much. You're gonna react a little different because you don't come from that type of lifestyle. That's what's going on, with Little Meech here, man. Stay away from the streets, champ. You jumped off the porch kind of late. So when the cops stop you and all this, you don't even know how to react, nigga. But let's get to Cuffy though. Y'all remember when Cuffy was talking about Big Meech? See, Big Meech come from that lifestyle. But see, when you get caught up in the feds and you see that football number, you're like, God damn, nigga, I still got like about about 15, 20 years left, and I'm down there about almost pushing 60. This the part that I said about 3 minutes ago. Some older dudes or some people that went through the jail system too many times in life, they get tired. Energy start draining. You start looking, you just get tired. You like, man, I'm tired of this shit. Then you get caught up in a big ass jam, Rico. You might end up flipping because you want to see the last bit of life outside the world because you're tired. But see, you can't blame nobody but yourself, though, at the end of the day. You can't blame people to call you a third-party snitch. You can't blame people to say that you would possibly snitch just to come home. You can't blame the outside world and people looking at you crazy. We don't care. It's a different world. Don't get it twisted. We don't give a F what you do, to be honest. That's you and your niggas, whoever you be around with, that want to approve that you snitch allegedly for you to come home. From the outside, nigga, I could care less. Nigga, kudos to you, nigga. Enjoy your life. Nigga, I don't really care. That ain't for me to worry about, that part. I got other things to worry about in life. As should other people. That's why people looking at Meech like, nigga, you did that, okay, but at the end of the day, nigga, you was one time a big time nigga back in the early 2000s. It's kind of different with you. You had a big movement. You was big on not snitching. You was big on death before dishonor. You was big. You was heavy on all them little quotes you used to say. So if this is absolutely true, nigga, of course we're gonna look at you crazy, champ. And then your son is going through the same ride right now. But it's different. You getting older, you want to see a little bit of daylight outside, we can understand that. But I could care less of what you do. That's your life, that's your business. But you knew what you signed up for at the end of the day. You knew what you was doing when you signed them papers, when you looked at them people across the table, eye to eye. You knew what you was doing at the end of the day. You knew the reaction you was gonna get when you come home. You know the consequences, if it ever was, when you was gonna come home. And we live in the internet world. So for him to do that, allegedly, if Cuffy is right about this, which I think he is, you knew what the hell was you knew what you was doing, champ. You knew what you was doing. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, man. Free Cuffy.
At the end of the day, man, he used for civilians.
Bro.
Tammy ain't got no motherfucking G code that she got to follow.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So I don't have a problem with Tammy whatsoever, man.
Right.
As long as it come out who sent her. I know that Tammy was sent. You
Right.
understand? You feel
Right.
me? By Big Meech.
Right.
I know she was put on the mission, homie.
Right. Yeah. No, listen, I talked to Five. He definitely putting something in the works, and I'm going to let him know you said your daughter and your wife is who you want to be your point of contact on the streets.
Yeah, man. I'm going to put them with my wife, homie. 34 years, man. I got a family, homie.
Got you.
I got 6 motherfucking children. Beautiful children, man. You feel me?
Got you. I got you. No, listen,
Yeah,
when I
man,
tell you,
let Fitty know, man, ain't nothing but love and respect, man.
look, I'm gonna tell him that I talked to you about what you don't mind if he put anything out on his page.
Hey, homie, tell that nigga hurry up, homie.
He telling Fifth, hurry up, nigga. Telling Tammy, nigga, telling Fifth, tell Tammy, hurry up. And now some people gonna say, but why he ain't going crazy on Tammy? I'm gonna play a clip where he explained that. He said he don't care about Tammy. Tammy is civilian. He said he more hurt by his man, nigga, of 28, 30 years, nigga. Nigga, they locked in, they got millions with. 28 years, they was friends, almost 30 years we talking. Go to my old videos, man. This ain't nothing new. He was hurt by that. Come to find now, he's like, yo, this nigga was a third-party snitch. You introduced me to Tammy talking about you guys a new... Let's get to the clip. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, and like Cuffy said, it don't take a scientist to realize this shit, bro. It really don't.
You know, a lot of people, man, is thinking that this thing is made up or this thing is fake or that I have an axe to grind. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm in here with a 27-year sentence based on Demetrius Flannery, as you all know as Big Meech, and Tammy Cowens, known in the paperwork as CS1.
Right.
Confidential source one. So what Big Meech did was called a third-party cooperation. So Tammy Collins signed up to be a DEA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut, plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
Now, Cuff, man, run through. I want to give you the floor, man. You on my platform. I want to give you the floor. I've read the motion to suppress the wiretaps. You've watched me. I've done the whole thing, and my man's paperwork don't look good, Cuff.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's really simple, Sean. In early 2013, Meech called me and told me, yo, homie, I got some good people. You know what I mean? Got some good people, got some good numbers. I can't rap right now. Tammy gonna hit you in a minute. An hour later, homie, Tammy called me and put me with the feds. It's really simple, homie. It's really, really simple, homie. This shit is not complicated, man.
And I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it like that, bro. Cause I got old videos when I did this, and I told y'all people. The reason why I had to do another video about this, cause you got this little dude named Lil Meech, thinking everything is kumbaya, thinking everything funny, thinking that thinking that, oh yeah, we made men, but made men don't do this, champ. Made men don't go to the airport and start singing like that. Made men don't get locked up in back of a cop car right away and be like, yo, is the other stuff? And the cops like, what other stuff you talking about? They go back, find the other stuff you talking about because you open your mouth too much. Made men don't do that. Made men don't use the drugs that they use and be talking the way they talking like you do. You obviously you got a drug habit. They said that 50 said that there's pictures out there, that there's proof out there. I mean, you got a little drug habit. Made men's don't go through shit like that. Made men stay quiet, be focused, stay on the business, stay everything is focused, everything is business. Keep your mouth shut, nigga, stand 10 toes down, that part. Then you got your dad over there acting like he you, young ass age, with his hands over his ears, acting like he a young boy, acting like he talking about he don't see nobody. He don't hear nobody, but you don't hear Cuffy though. You don't hear Tammy. You don't hear the paperwork. You don't hear we don't hear you explaining yourself why your friend of 28 years is coming out talking like this, which you think is probably over, which is not over because they're gonna continue talking about this. They just sitting back, probably loading up to bring out more shit on you. We don't know. But you won't hear none of that though, right? And then your son I'm telling you. The last bit of reputation you had, the last bit of BMF little thing, man, that shit is over, man. With all these allegations going on, and now you got Little Meech acting like doing bozo shit, talking like he a snitch and all this, this shit is over with. Because people looking like, man, like father, like son. Listen, obviously, y'all still living life. Y'all doing what y'all doing. Kudos to y'all niggas. Kudos to y'all. But don't think that we ain't gonna sit back and be like, oh, nah, nigga, we ain't forget. Free Cuff. We ain't forget. We ain't forget. Cause that's some foul shit. Friends of 28 years. And if this shit is really, really, really true, which I think it is, allegedly, it's nasty word. You set your man of 28 years up from St. Louis for you to come home. And you think Fifth care? Fifth don't care. Fifth getting money off all this shit. He got money off your story, all that. And he about to get money off of Tammy's story when she come out and tell the truth now. Fifth don't care. He a businessman. He ain't in the streets. He could care less who he busting moves with. Nigga, it's all about money, nigga. Just like it was all about money when you sold your soul, you gave your rights to Tammy, right? Just like it was all about money and sold your soul to the feds, and you told the feds, yeah, I'll be in third party, man. I got y'all, cut my time short. Yeah, it was all about money then, right? Because you wanted to come on and get to the money, nigga. That's what that shit was about. Come on, get to the money, get that last bit of freedom you could get. It was all good then, right? It was all business then when you was across the table with the federales. You made that deal, right? With Tammy sitting there too, right? Allegedly. Till then, I'm out of here, man. Lil Meech, go to school, man. Go back. Go do something, man. Continue with your acting. Stay away from the streets. The streets ain't for you, champ. Made men don't do shit like this. I'm sorry to tell you. Real niggas stay quiet, champ. You never been through this process, I could tell. I mean, you talk too much when the cops even come by you, nigga. That part. I'm up out of here, man. Till then, you already know the vibe. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, man. Keep that notification bell on so you know when I'm dropping my video. And man, free Cuffy, man. Shout to St. Louis, man. Lil Meech, man. Stay out the way, man. Stay out the way, man. I'm telling you, man. Just stay out the way, champ, for real. I'm up out of here, man. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. Salute, gang. I'm out of here, man.